Hi, I'm Franco,
I'm Myrna.
and we're Into It Tarot, and we're doing the readings for December 2015 for all the air signs. We're changing things up a little bit for this month, and we're focusing on the elements. So, if you're air sign, this is the right video for you, and that includes Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius.
Yeah.
And we're going to go a little bit deeper into each sign after we do the general reading for the element.
Mm-hmm. So stay tuned to the latter part of the video to get more honed in messages for your particular sign.
So let's get into the air signs. All right. So, December. It looks like it's going to be a time to really take stock of what you've done this year, of what you've acquired, and of the things that you are still working for. The Prince of Pentacles is showing up for you, air signs, and it is asking you to bring the element of earth into your life, to be more grounded in what you do, to be more specific about what it is that you want. And this is actually asking you to take stock of your life, to do an inventory of where you're at and where you've been, so that you know what is the path to take in order to go forward. If we compare this to a farmer, for example, this would be the time to let the earth lay fallow, to give it a rest. But while the earth is resting, the farmer is, getting ready for the next the next season, right? So it is time to figure out how many seeds you have available and where you're going to plant those seeds and how you're going to make them grow, and that you have everything, all the resources necessary to make that happen. So I call this the master diagnostician, the prince. So this also relates to medicine, to doctors and nurses and everyone who deals with wellness. So it is time to really understand your situation, your purpose at this moment, so that it's easier for you to move forward, with the coming month. And very appropriate card in this transition month, I would say, since a lot of people are celebrating the end of the year, and welcoming the new year. It's a good time to do like a recap of the year and see what do I want for next year.
Yeah, it's a very good time for that. So I'm seeing that as well in the spread that I was guided to do. The first of the three in the spread is the splitting apart card, and very appropriate because in the splitting apart card there's a feather.
I love that feather.
It's gorgeous. It's a white feather, and feather is the represents air. It's air.
Mm-hmm.
And so the splitting apart card is talks about deterioration. It talks about letting go, eliminating things in your life that no longer serve you, that are, if you let them kind of hang around for much longer, it's just going to create friction and stagnation in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So you may be seeing already in this process of you doing inventory at the tail end of this year, you will probably start seeing the areas that do need for you to let go of, that are starting to kind of get a little rotten because they've extended their expiration date.
Right.
It's also indicating that it's really a very important time to surrender. So if there are certain things in your life that are, sort of been challenging you to do something or say something, or open up into something different, but you've been reticent to it because either you're nervous about it or you're, for whatever reasons, you're reticent. December is asking all of the air signs to let go and surrender.
Right. To not try to control the situation so much.
Yes, absolutely. Alongside that, I've gotten the work on what has been spoiled card. and this indicates that perhaps there has been some areas in your life that has been where you've been a little bit maybe hard-headed, maybe out of integrity, maybe a little bit of corruption in terms of your responsibility and how you endeavor with certain things, or engage with certain things, I should say. And so in that area, it's really important for you to just take accountability for it and start kind of cleaning up those areas.
Yeah, what I'm seeing in the Empress card that's showing up, once again for the air signs, is to relax during this month. It's going to be a month where you're going to have the gift of friendship, the gift of family for a lot of you, spending time, at home as well. And what this card is telling me is for you to take that time to actually spend time at home, with either with your friends or with your family or by yourself, but to tend to yourself. The Empress is sitting in a very nice, very lofty couch, so it's almost like it's inviting you to take time to lay down on the couch and just relax. So this is not the time to put extra hours, at work, to go run 3 extra miles. This is a time to take care of yourself, to make sure that you're doing okay. And if you're not feeling completely well to do the job, then acknowledge that and be mindful of that, because your body is going to be asking you to take time off as well. And if you don't do it willingly, then it'll happen in a way that you're not expecting. Like you might get sick, or you might be forced into some vacation time where you won't be able to relax so much, but just to focus on getting well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So avoid that at all costs if you can.
Right.
It is a really there's a very sweet energy about December for all of you air signs, because you're being there's a very mothering, nurturing energy that's surrounding you, that's supporting you to rest and to heal as well. So even though there's things that might be a little bit uncomfortable that you need to address, you're being supported to do it in a way that brings out this really beautiful energy from your heart. And so it's good. It's a very healing, expansive month for you. The final card that I got for the general air sign message is the marrying maiden. And this is a bit of a terse energy when it comes up, because it indicates this came up also for another sign. It indicates low self-esteem, but it also indicates that there is a bit of a conflict with either someone else or a group of someone else's, a group of people. But somewhere in that dynamic, there isn't fairness, and there isn't, either someone or a group of people are and somehow putting you sort of subordinate, and that's creating a lot of insecurities for you. And so you really need to be mindful of that and say this is not okay, and shift that.
Yeah, and I think the Hermit here, which is the last card that I got in reverse, is actually just giving me more information about that, and reminding you that perspective that you have on the situation is because you don't have all the answers, you don't know all the information. And so instead of feeling fearful and feeling like you're inadequate or you can't do the job, just try to really figure out what it is that's asked from you, what it is that people expect from you. Get the information right so that you can approach the situation in a way that's healthy for you and healthy for the people around you. A lot of times we don't dare take on new challenges or approach people because we don't have all the information. We fear that they might be a little bit hostile or a little bit reticent, but we don't really know what the situation is. So I think that your job for December, for all the air signs, and this is good because air signs really are really knowledgeable signs. They love to figure out the nitty-gritty of things. And so this is your time to be a little bit more, be the little sleuth, the little detective, and figure out what's going on, behind curtains, and really that will allow you to approach things in a more what's the word, confident way, more confident
Yes,
way.
yes, absolutely. So we're going to take a look now into the more specific readings for these three signs.
Right. First Gemini, then Libra, and then Aquarius.
Okay, so what I got for Gemini is the Innocence card. And this is it's very interesting because there's quite a few repeat cards coming up for different signs this month. So there's a bit of a similar theme for everyone. So the Innocence card is asking, and it's also promoting, so it's not just asking you to engender this energy of innocence, but it's also promoting it. It's already there present for you to just kind of step into. So it's about open-heartedness, simplicity, and it's also about spontaneity, like children are. Children are naturally spontaneous. So this is asking for you in December to just kind of embrace that inner child.
And it's very appropriate that I got the Judgment card for Gemini, because along with Innocence, the Judgment card is asking you to stop judgment, to look things from a new perspective, from a different way. Look at things anew again. It's like, what is this? What does it do? I don't know. Look at things and ask, what is it? Even if you already know what it is, if you think you know what it is, and just asking again, what is it, helps you to release judgment and to look at things from a different perspective. Because maybe now it's not just a chair, maybe it's lumber, maybe it can become a bookshelf, maybe it can, become a stand for something if I stop judging it as one specific thing. And that's really the lesson for you, Gemini, during this month of December.
Beautiful. What I'm getting for Libra, right,
Libra,
is the next one, is the Peace card. And so December is going to galvanize this energy so that everything that is orbiting in your life will be constructed in such a way that it inspires peace. And so even if you're in situations that don't inspire peace and that are not actually very peaceful, there's something in you in this month that, I just got the image of you kind of like being exhausted with conflict and not wanting to be in that space of it, especially at the tail end of the year. I'm getting that a lot of Libra, right? We're talking about Libra. A lot of Librans don't want to bring that into the new year. And so December is all about you kind of just bringing peace. It's like you're a clarion call for peace and a poster child for it.
Yeah, I'm getting the King of Wands here for Libra, which is a very fiery card. And it's really talking again about that, because it's asking you to hone that fire, to hone that passion, and use it in a way that's fruitful and that's wise. Don't go full force into things. Don't waste your energy in such a way. Even the King of Wands here, which is one of the most fiery persons in the zodiac, is sitting down, with his lions to each side, protected. So this is asking you to find a place where you feel safe, where you feel at home, and take some time off during this month of December, during these holidays, just for yourself, and think things through. The king here is sitting in a very thoughtful way. He's, like this, kind of contemplating his kingdom, his subjects, and it's time for Librans to contemplate, what has been happening during this year and where it is that they want to move to, during the coming year. And so again, it's kind of restating what the Prince of Pentacles was talking about to all the air signs, and for Libras, it seems like it's even more appropriate to do that, to take time for yourself and really plan and hone your energy. So look for ways in which you can, be home and be comfortable and not be on the go so much.
Yeah, that's really a beautiful message. What I have gotten for the Aquarius sign is the Wanderer card. The Wanderer card is the way that the Wanderer in this card is depicted as is a very he's a sage. So he's this very older gentleman who is out. Oh my God.
Same guy.
Oh,
Same
wow,
guy.
interesting. Yeah, so the message is very clear. This is a time for, well, the way that I'm seeing is aloneness is a very important aspect in December for you, to kind of turn down the volume of the activities in your life, even though December tends to be a very jovial, active month for many people. A lot of holidays that are celebrated during that time. But you're going to be coping this month with some things that are a little unfamiliar. You're traversing a new chapter in your life, and when that happens, it's really important to be in a space of quietness so that you can contemplate kind of what's coming up for the new year and contemplate how you're going to take those steps towards what is how you want to endeavor in those things. But it's also the Wanderer card also talks about traveling. So there's a way that you can leave your normal space that you are always a part of, then do so. Leave where you live completely if you can, and take some time to adventure.
Well, it's very interesting because we got the Prince of Cups reversed here for Aquarius. And the Prince of Cups is almost like a wandering. It's a wanderer of the soul. It is looking for that spiritual connection. And so it seems like for Aquarians during this month of December 2015, it's going to be an important time to really connect with your spirituality and with yourself, with your soul. And it also, this is going to be very helpful for those Aquarius who are looking for partners. So if you're looking for a relationship, or even if you're already in a relationship, this month is going to show you new ways in which you can relate with yourself. And once you improve your relationship with yourself, that also helps you improve your relationship with others. So once you know who you are, first know thyself, like Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true. This is a time where you're going to be doing that, being true to yourself, finding what it is that nurtures your spirit, that nurtures your being. And that's really going to allow you to be more comfortable with yourself, and it will also improve your relationships. So maybe for the next month, you are in a state of being that's much better for you to connect with people romantically, and it will allow you to find someone that's closer to your well-being, to your benefit.
Yeah, to your flavor.
To your flavor. Yeah, so that's our reading for the month of December 2015 for all the air signs, and I hope you enjoy it. Please let us know what you think of this new setup. If you want us to continue doing it, or if you want us to go back to our old setup, please leave your messages below. Let us know. You can also write to us at intuittarot@gmail.com, or find us through our website or Facebook at intuittarot.com.
We look forward to hearing from you, and have a beautiful, fantastic wrap up of 2015 if you celebrate the Gregorian calendar. And we'll see you in January.
We will see you next month. Happy holidays. Have fun.
Toodles.